Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. As always, I am Dor, and today we are going to be running 4 more vaults. Now, we are going to be running the normal, just Afterlife ones. I know last episode I said I was going to be running the Plentiful one here shortly, but I don't really think we need the ores at the moment. We have a decent amount of them backlogged right now, and until we get into a mod, then we are going to start needing them. But right now, I feel like we're in a good space with the amount that we have, or a good place, rather, with the amount that we have. So for right now, we're just going to run a few of the normal ones, gather up as much loot as I can. And before we actually run this vault, I did rearrange all of the danks. Right now, the layouts of them kind of make sense, kind of don't make sense. For instance, the tier 3 dank here with all of the vault ores really doesn't make all that much sense. But as we get more diamonds and level things up to tier 2s and tier 3s, everything's going to keep shifting around, and eventually these are going to end up in a tier 3 one anyways. So right now, when I run these vaults, we'll see how the layouts work, and if I need to shift things around, I will. But in this tier 3 dank, we have all of the things that we use. So instead of having 2 danks on our hotbar, having to shift between the 2 of them to use the things that we want to use, I have them all in the dank here. So I have the building blocks, the ender pearls, and then the XP bottles. This is all of the XP bottles we have in our base right now. If we blow through all of these, we don't have any more. I have to either find them looting or start trading with our villagers to get more of them as we're in vaults. And then Spike commented on the last video saying that we should probably carry a normal dank with us when we're doing these vault runs that's empty. So that's what this one is. We didn't have to craft a new one when we shifted everything around. We had enough room with all of the danks that we had already built, so that's pretty cool. But we have this one empty so that if we come across any of the rooms that we're going to be digging up and removing a whole bunch of blocks out of, we can quickly set up a filter for that dank to start voiding everything instead of having it clog up our inventory. But let's jump on into this vault and get today going here. Okay, well, to start the day off here, we have hunger and locked, so we are going to have to try out whether or not we can kill a boss or not. So while we are running through this, I also changed out the idol. This is the Valera idol, so if we do come across the heart sacrifice things, we can just do them without having to swap over to the other idol here. Alright, so I haven't really been looting because if we die, then this is all going to be pointless. But I am going to try and do this because this is the first time I've come across this altar in a minute now. I keep coming across the kill altars, which I don't need to do. So hopefully we get lucky and this gives us a favor. It did indeed. Did it take it away? It did. It put it down to 3. So we also got the 4 additional mob spawns because we have a ton of vault fighters in this vault right now. So that's not really doing us any favors. I am noticing that I may have disabled some of the filters or the auto pickups because this shouldn't be in our inventory and neither should the coarse dirt. That should be in one of the danks and it's not currently in there. Same thing with the wheat, I believe. So something's going on. I need to look at the danks again before we run the next one here. But hopefully we can kill this boss because we only need 2 more obelisks. I have 1 marked already because we have it in a water room. So hopefully we can kind of use that to our advantage there. But I'm going to continue looking for this last obelisk that we need, and then we should be fighting the boss here in just a minute. Alright, finally, we found the last one we needed. We can work our way back to that waypoint over there. That's the other obelisk that's in the water room. We should be good here. We have 10 minutes left to see whether or not we can or can't. Oh, I don't want to lose this idol. No, no, no. No, no, thank you. But yeah, we'll see whether or not we can actually kill a boss with the amount of stuff that we have, which I'm a little iffy on. All right, well, here goes nothing. Let's eat this. Get that going. Get that going. We have the boogeyman. Let's also set this thing as our thing so we can activate it when and if this guy gets low enough on health. Go away, please. I don't need to be fighting you as well. We're not really doing damage very quickly. This is bad. Let's do that. Let's also... Ooh, let's activate that now. Ooh, I have it as a hotkey, but I just don't. I didn't do it correctly there. Ugh, I'm choking away here. I don't want to die, but if we do, it's fine. We don't lose anything. There we go. Okay. So, not the cleanest boss fight there, but It is possible for us to complete it with the settings or the thingies that we have, so it's not too terrible. So we didn't actually get that much loot from that run because I was unsure whether or not we would be able to kill the boss, so I didn't want to waste time looting, but we did kill a few of the vault fighters. We did manage to get 1 vault diamond from that thing, so not too bad, I guess. We got 23 soul shards. There's nothing in the menu right now that we want to buy. We also got the box, which has some goodies in it as well. Let's do that. I don't want to roll the stuff right now. We'll roll that when we are done with the runs for today, but that's what we got. I'm also going to be taking a stack of the apples with us because I don't know if when we do the heart altar, if it'll take those hearts instead of our normal hearts, or we can just fill up with these ones, and then when we're doing that, we're not as at risk of dying if we get hit by something and burning through potions and over again. So we'll use those when we're doing the altars. I also messed up. I thought this was the same thing as the other thing that we had in our inventory, but it's something different on its own. So I put those in the new dank to get filtered out. Same thing with the coarse dirt. I don't have that being filtered. I thought I did. That was my bad. But now we have everything going, and if we need more things to be filtered out, we will throw them into the Frank Dank to get filtered out and voided, but right now we should be good. Let's jump on into the next vault here. All right, nice. Our second one is Plentiful, Speedy, and another Scavenger Vault, which looks doable. Is this... That's the one that makes us move faster. Okay, cool. I thought it was the one that that took time off the clock, but we should be good here. I'm going to loot mostly... And if we manage to gather up the items, then we will turn it in. But I'm not going to be prioritizing that as usual here. Alright, well I guess it kind of seals the fate of this scavenger run here. Let me just dump those in there. We're going to spend the rest of this time looting up all the vault ore we can. Oh, I wasn't paying attention and I broke it. No! Okay, well, that stinks. We can at least use this, I guess. It does the same thing. And we shouldn't have anything fill our inventory because it's all going into danks as well. So, as long as I don't break this one, we can still spend another 4 or so minutes in here. Maybe 3 minutes because I don't really trust myself getting back to the portal. It's not that far, actually. We'll see. Alright, the Pickerang, not as good as the pick. I keep chucking it, so I can't really repair it. I'm just throwing it and throwing potions over and over again. It did let me fix it, so we are going to continue clearing out a little bit here. But ideally, I wouldn't have broke my pick there. I completely just got in the zone there and started mining everything and completely just spaced out on it. That was my bad. So before we jump on into the next vault here, I went ahead and made a couple more danks. So this is Frank, the one that we made prior to running any vaults today. It's already full of items to be voided, so we couldn't add anything else to this list, and I don't want to be taking them out and putting them back in when we come across those rooms. That would get a little annoying, so I'd rather just leave this in our inventory so that it's ready to go whenever we come across the mine room or any other room that has these items in it that we need to be voiding. So then I made Lola, or no, this is Bruce, which is another trash tank that we are going to fill up slowly but surely here. We had a couple trash items from the last vault run there, so we have those in there now. We have a couple more slots available when we want to void some more things. And I also made Lola here for some more of the vault loot that we are getting now. So we have the burgers and the vault dust that are generating, or the crystalline burgers, not the normal burgers, but those two items are now generating, and every now and again I do have to plop a box down to take those out of our inventory. So now they should go into this one. We have a whole bunch of spaces left open as well to add some more things. I would ideally not like to have anything that we need to void in this one, just so we can avoid having to risk maybe losing some items. I don't know if these are very, very common. We've gotten a few of them, but not very many, so maybe we could put a void on there like we have with the... Is it Phil? One of these ones have the vanilla ores in them, but we don't get enough of those to be voiding them, so it's not really that much of a risk. But we'll have both of these available to us if we do come across rooms that we want to be voiding things, so we'll just kind of play it by ear when we come across those things. But let's jump on into this next one. Oh, I totally forgot about it, but before we actually start running this, we have a couple things here. Let's buy into execute. We have one more point we can put into that, but our modifiers are speedy, easy, crowded, frail, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to run through, grab what we can, and hope that we get a decent amount of loot. That would be ideal here. So before we run the final vault of today, I'm going to reshuffle the inventory on some of the danks because Lola here, I didn't want to put anything in here that we needed to void. And we have 2 items in here because the other one is full already. And so I'm going to move some stuff around, maybe put some of the vanilla ores or something into this dank so that we're not voiding it. And we can move these ones over to the void dank as well. And then we're also going to have to repair our helmet because it took a little bit of a beating in that vault. But I'm going to do all that real quick, sort out our loot, and then we're going to run one more vault today. All right, sweet. For the fourth vault here, we have Resilient, Difficult, Rich, and Safe. And I believe Rich is one of the ones that give us Vault Ores, and it is indeed. So I'm going to run through and just look for Vault Ores. Since we have that modifier on, that's going to be the best case scenario for us to get some loot here. Well, we don't have any ore rooms just yet, but we do have another one of these altars to try and increase our favor for this idols, so let's do that. We should be good doing that. Cool. Let me burn another one of these, and let's see what we got. We got a decent amount of stuff. Cool. Let me just do all of this. It's going to drop it all on the ground. We should suck it up. It should be fine. Okay, finally. 14 minutes in, we finally found a ore room here. Let's start vein mining everything. We should have most of the glass in danks, I believe. Actually, nope. I guess not. Not those ones. Okay, so I just lost a dank somewhere in here. I don't know exactly where it fell, but I was in this area last, so I'm hoping that my magnet will pull it. I didn't have any creepers or anything explode just yet. So this is not good. I last had it here. Let me run around and see if I can find it. This is not great. All right, found it. It was way over here. Thankfully, it didn't despawn. It wasn't 5 minutes yet, but that was close. It wasn't that important. It's a trash dank, but I'd still rather not be losing these things like that. That was pretty dumb of me. But I don't think there's very much left in here to get. Just a bunch of vanilla ores. I think we cleared it out pretty well. Never mind, there was a little bit left, but let's complete this. I didn't have the right altar thing on my hand. Oops. And that made her -4 now. That was my bad. But that's something we need to work on again, because now that went right back up. Well, that wasn't great. Okay, well, I was going to run one more vault today, but we are only going to stick with those 4, so today might be a bit of a shorter episode than normal. I feel like I'm having a real off day in today's vaults. I don't know what's going on. I just can't really get into the groove of running these right now. But let's go through all the stuff we have. I need to make another of the Valera idols because that's the one that broke there on the last vault run there. I got in a bad spot trying to grab some gems, and it kind of came back to bite me there. But on the first vault of today, this is all we managed to grab because we were trying to fight the boss, and I didn't know if we would or wouldn't die, so that's all we got from that. Let's take a look at the boss box as well. We got some vault gear we can roll. We don't really need anything at the moment, but if we do get something, that's great. Do we need anything else out of that? We do not. What is this? Doesn't tell me. Let's see. It rolled on over to Dash, and we don't plan on removing that perk anytime soon, so that can hang out in the box. Let's check out vault number 2. This is the one that we got a bunch of vault ore from the mine room, I believe. So let's take the vault gear, the soul shards, these guys, the vault diamond. I'm going to use today's vault diamonds to level up one of our danks to either tier 2 or level up the other tier 2 one to tier 3. But let's take a look at vault number 3. We did kind of decent on the soul shards here. We might have enough to buy something from the store right now, but I'm a little iffy on that. Let's take that. Let's take these guys and the vault diamond. We didn't get very much going on here. We got a couple vault gems, but not too many. We also got another one of these guys and some of those guys. Okay, but let's take a look at the final vault of today. We got another couple statues as well, and let's... Ooh, what is that? Hunter's Eye. I don't know what that is. Is that this? It is that. Okay, so that's the crafting recipe thing or ingredient that we can get, and we can just buy them from that dude. That's pretty cool. We got 2 vault diamonds from that run. We only got 1 mystery box and 1 Pandora's box, so maybe that rolls something nice for us. We got a couple more of the idols. We got 17 of the soul shards, so not very many, and we also got a couple more of the vault gems. Now, I didn't get really lucky. I didn't find any of the mine rooms, or not the mine rooms, just the normal rooms with the abandoned mine shafts in them. I found one of those rooms, and I went and dug it up a little bit. I didn't spend too much time in it, and I only found a few gems in there, or a few ores in there, and then I found the crystal room. I got a few more ores from it, and then I found a little pocket of Larimar and I think 1 Beniatite back at the portal by spawn. That room that we spawned into, up on top there was a little ledge, and it had a couple gems in there as well, so we got those from there. But anyways, let's start rolling all this stuff and see if we got lucky with anything. So let's do the relic thing first. Maybe we get the last piece of the element one. That would be really cool. No, we got a duplicate. Okay, so that can hang out in there. And we got yet another duplicate. Okay, unfortunate, but that's fine. Let's see if we get anything from this. We got another vault piece. Okay, so I'll roll all of those in just a second. Let me do the mystery boxes and shove all this in a box. And that's all we got from those mystery boxes. So let me roll all of the vault gear, and maybe we get something we can use that will replace what we're using right now. And hopefully some of these idols that we roll as well are the Valero ones. That would kind of help, and maybe they're better than the ones we have in the boxes over there. So out of all the stuff we rolled, none of it's really useful, but we did get 3 of the Valera idols, and I'm going to be using this one, I believe, because it has the Withering Cloud on it. We can level it up twice with the Wu-Tax crystals, so we'll do that, level it up, throw Unbreaking back on it so that we have that going for us. I'm also not going to be doing any more of the other idols things, like the XP one or the sacrificing stuff. I'm just going to focus in on the heart sacrifice one to pull that level back down below 4, because it's right back at 4 where we started today at, I believe, and that's not really where I want that to be. I don't want to have to deal with more mobs. I don't want to have to deal with the other modifier things that thing gives us, so I'm going to pull that down maybe to 0. If it affects these guys, I don't really mind. I want that to not constantly be going back up to 4, so I'm going to try and pull that down to 0 before I start doing any other idle stuff. But anyways, let me grab one of my danks and level it up. I think I might do the other goodie one, because then that'll let me take another one of the goodie ones and throw it into the trash area to sort out some more trash stuff or sort out some more goodie stuff. Either way, I'm going to level this guy up to tier 3, and that should be good. Let me gather up the stuff I need. All right, so let's level up our Gordon dank. That's another goodie dank that we are going to rearrange all of these stuff for in between episodes. I'm not going to do that on camera because that's boring as all get out, but I'm also going to gamble a little bit here. So I have 700 of the crystals. I have a stack back in the chest upstairs, but we only have enough to gamble twice. So hopefully we get lucky here, but let's get number 1. That is some pants. All right, give me a vault diamond block, please. That would be really huge. And there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Woo! All right, that's pretty good. Ooh, what do we do with that now? We could level up 2 more of our danks, either one of them completely to level 3 or get a couple tier 2 danks. But what I also want to do is I want to take the knowledge star that we got from last episode, or the leftover one from last episode. Let's just roll these. They're going to be something useless. I don't really mind. But I want to use that, and I want to grab the backpack mod. It's a little pointless, kind of, since we have danks already unlocked, but the way that we're using the backpacks right now is to just take all of the compressed blocks and get them out of our inventory so that we're not wasting danks on that storage space. The pants, by the way, are pretty bad. All right, cool. So glad I got those. But anyways, with the backpack here, the recipe to upgrade it is fairly cheap. So let's look at the backpack thing. We have the white one already because we got it from the store. So if we level it up to tier 2, all we need is 1 pog and 1 vault diamond. So initially, I didn't think we were actually going to get a vault diamond block, but we did. But we had 1 vault diamond left over, so we're going to use that to level up the backpack that we have already, so that we can throw more of the compressed blocks into the filter system for it, so that we don't have to have those going into our inventory anymore. And there we go. So there is our tier 2 backpack, and it should store 32 items, although the filter doesn't get any bigger. That's a bit unfortunate. Do we get like a second page here? We do not. That's not ideal. Uh-oh. That's why I leveled it up. My bad. But we do get 32 slots now, which is not really important to us since we don't have that much compressed stuff coming in. So with the vault diamonds that we just got, we're going to use those to level up 2 of our danks here. So I'm going to level up Dumpster and Oscar to tier 2, so that way we don't have 9 of them dedicated to trash and we kind of use up less space, hopefully. But I'm going to do that in between episodes. We have the stuff to do it. We have the pogs, we have the woodite. I'm not worried about that. We also have the redstone, so that's fine. We've leveled these things up already. You guys know how it works, so we'll have those ready to go by next episode. I'm also going to be reshuffling everything again since we have the backpack now. We're most likely going to take things that are currently in our danks and move them over to this filter system since this didn't get any bigger, and we'll most likely use it for some of the rarer stuff. So like the vault diamonds, we can put that in there. It doesn't use the item as a filter. It just puts like a phantom item in there, even though we don't use it. So that's nice. We can move some of those items over to here, especially the things that we don't get a whole lot of that are taking up a slot in a dank that we don't really need. Like all the, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's perfect. All of the vault gems, we can move all of those over to this. and those can get stored in there now because we're not getting stacks of that. It's just eating up a storage space in our dank, so that's nice. I will do all of that in between episodes though, so that we don't have to wait around for that to happen. All right, so as we are wrapping up today's episode, I forgot to show you guys this last episode, but I zombified all of our villagers for the most part and brought their trades down to 1. So all of our farmers are set like that. The guys over there are not because I don't use them for anything. I forget why I made those guys, maybe for an altar or something, but I don't use them anymore, so I didn't bother with them. Most of the enchantment book guys are set to 1. This guy isn't because he's only selling blast protection right now. If his other trades get better, then I'll pull him down to 1, but right now I'm not too worried about it. This guy was made for the spawn proofing in the nether, so I wasn't dying from the bed explosions. This guy also isn't set to 1 because the only useful thing he's selling is feather falling, which we don't need anymore, so I didn't bother with him. But all of these guys, for the most part, are down to 1, and the way I did that was with one of Iskal's zombie fight thingy-mabobbers that he made in Season 7? Season 6 or something like that? I forget exactly, but you just put them in a minecart, they come down on the rail, trip oh, that guy almost killed me because I don't have any armor on. Oh, that would have been bad. But they triggered the string and get zombified, and then when they turn back into it, they go into one of the cells here. I have them split into 3s so that we're not using so many of the potions on zombifying them or turning them back into normal villagers, so that way we didn't burn through too many of those. If I didn't have a gold farm, though, I wouldn't be doing this because it takes like 3 or 4 cycles to get them down to 1. I don't know if that's because of this pack or if that's just normally how vanilla Minecraft works. I don't do the zombified stuff normally when I'm playing vanilla, so I'm not too used to that. But anyways, that's all I wanted to show you because I forgot to mention it last episode. If you enjoyed, as always, consider subscribing or come say hi in the Discord. We have that up and running again. But as always, that's going to be it. So I hope you enjoyed as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.